What's up, guys? Here are 7 meta ads tips that everyone needs to know. These are things that are very common for people to get very confused about, especially when you first turn on ads. You will encounter all 7 of these the first week that you publish ads. And if you are catching this before you've even turned them on, even better. These are all going to be really great to know. If you're new to my channel, my name's Videll. I've been doing meta ads coaching for over 8 years, so consider subscribing. And I think you'll find a lot of very unique strategies on my channel of how to make a lot of money running Facebook ads. So the first tip is to make sure you're not running ads from your personal ad account. If you go up to the top left here and you scroll down to the very bottom and you see your ad account, you do not want to be running ads from here. This is also the default a lot of times when you go into Ads Manager, that it will bring you to your personal ad account. So you want to make sure that you are running it in a business portfolio. So if you don't have one, go to create a business portfolio and make an ad account within there. There's some features that you'll be missing out on if you run it from your personal ad account, and it's very common that people do that. The second tip is to not fund your ad account in advance. You will be given the option to put some funds into your ad account. You just want to spend as you go. This is not something that you want to try to guess what you're going to spend. I'm going to talk about that in a few different ways throughout this video, that you don't want to try to guess what you're going to spend. It is better to think about your budget on a daily basis. What are you going to spend today? And you can increase it or you can lower it tomorrow. So you're not trying to guess what you're going to spend for the month, and you're not trying to fund it in advance unless you are having problems with your debit or credit card and it keeps getting declined by your bank. Then you can try funding the account, but it's not what you should strive to do as the default. It's way better to just spend as you go. The reason being is because you're not going to be able to get that money back. So just in case your ad account get banned or something happens, that money is nearly impossible to get back from Facebook once you've deposited it. So just don't play around with it, just spend as you go. The third thing is to watch out for scams, especially right after you press publish. You will be getting a bunch of messages on Facebook mostly that will look like they are from Meta support, but if you ever get a legitimate message from Meta support, it will be in its own column. It will have its own assigned, very legitimate, verified area that you will be getting messages from Meta support. But all of these accounts that will just have, some generic profile icons and they say Meta support that are saying your ad account is about to be disabled. That is always a scam, by the way. If it says your Meta account is about to be disabled, they will either disable you or not. They will never give you a warning, but they try to do this because they know that will get your attention, and they'll say that you need to do these things in order for it to not get banned. And sometimes they'll say we need you to update your payment method, and they will send you to a bogus link to give them a credit card, and you know what's going to happen next after that. So be very wary of these scams. I don't know if Meta is going to crack down on it soon. I'm sure they probably already have tried to, but there's only so much they can do when scammers are always trying to innovate ways around doing things. But just know, as soon as you publish ads, you will probably get a lot of Facebook messages and you will probably get a lot of emails, and those emails will say the same kind of things. What you want to do is check who the email is from. So if you open up the email and you just click on the name, it might say from Meta Business or something like that. Click on it, see what the email address actually is. If it's from @facebook.com or @meta.com, then it's legit. If it's from @metabusiness.com, @facebook-business.com, @facebook357.com, that is when it is a scam. So it will never be the actual Facebook or Meta domain. It will always be something slightly different, but it has to be those exact domains. Otherwise, you can confidently ignore that email. The fourth tip is to know that when you are setting a daily budget, you are actually setting a weekly budget. When you say $30 a day, it essentially means $210 per week. They do this because they don't want you to be locked into spending the exact same amount every single day, no matter what, when they know that some days there will be more of your target client online and some days there will be less. So when you say a $30 budget, it's probably going to spend between $27 and $35 per day, and it's just going to even out so that at the end of the week you did actually spend $30 per day. But it's good to know about that because sometimes people will set it to 30, it will spend 26, 27, and they're like, what gives? Or some days it'll spend 35, and they're also like, what the heck? It's spending more than I told it to. That's normal, and you should trust it. If it's giving a lot to one day and a little to one day, you should trust that, and you should know that it's doing it the right way. So rest assured, it's going fine, but it might not spend the exact same daily budget every single day. The next thing to know is once you turn on ads, if it's a brand new account, it will give you a lot of $2 and $3 charges to your bank account. It is just basically making sure that your card works and that you legitimately have funds in it. So it will spend about $2 on advertising. It will charge your card, spend another $2, spend another $2. As many times as that does not decline, they will slowly start to increase your billing threshold. But you can also put in a request for your billing threshold by going to billing and payments. And then you can click on right here when your balance reaches a certain amount, and then you can set this to whatever you would like essentially, but it's not gonna allow you to do 1,000, which is typically about the most it will allow you to do. It's more so 900 that it likes to cap people at most of the time. It will just go as high as it will let you. I would probably try to go for like 50 at the beginning would be a good idea. And then I would go for 100, 200, 300, and just know that it's probably not going to go all the way up. Just putting in these requests will at least make it go higher faster. You know, after enough of them, it will slowly start to raise it. But at the beginning, just know that your cards are probably going to get a lot of small charges, and your credit card company might have a problem with this. So make sure that you contact your bank in those cases and try to clear it. I will say that debit cards have a lot less problem than credit cards do, even though the credit cards you do earn the cash back or whatever you get from it. So it is very tempting to do when spending money on ads because you can get a few percentage off by doing so, but they are a lot more likely to get declined. American Express is also more likely to get declined, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. If you're really set on using a card, just know that it might be a pain in the butt at the beginning. You might have to call the card company even a couple times for them to stop blocking charges from Facebook, but you will be able to figure it out. And just know that it might happen at the beginning because they see all these $2 charges, especially a bunch within one day. It can sometimes look weird to the credit card company. The sixth thing is to know that the learning phase is completely normal and there's nothing that you need to do about it. When it says learning or learning limited, it basically is saying that it hasn't tracked enough conversions in a short amount of time to definitively know who your audience is. And they're just trying to tell you this so that you don't judge Facebook's performance too much yet. They're basically saying, hey, don't turn these ads off yet. Don't look into it too much. If they're not performing how you want, give us a little bit more time. We are still technically figuring out your audience. But the thing is you're probably already getting sales. It's probably going fine, and really just completely ignore it. I don't even see it anymore. You should see learning limited the same as active, because no matter what, your response will always be the exact same thing. You're going to look at the data of your ads. You're going to optimize them when you can. You're going to increase or decrease your budget. You're going to make all of the exact same decisions regardless if it says learning or not. So do not worry about the inevitable learning phase that you're about to go into. The seventh one is that you don't need to book a call with a Meta Marketing Pro. I know that you're brand new and they're a Meta Marketing Pro, so obviously they must know a bunch that you don't. However, I can tell you what they are going to tell you right now. They are going to tell you to turn on all of the recommended features, all of the things that you're already seeing within the actions column right here that will say, hey, we suggest that you do this, or we suggest that you do that. The reason is because I already know what it's going to tell you. When you go into this actions column and you hover over it, it's going to give you recommendations to just follow the Meta recommended setup. But these are mostly using their AI features, which can really wreck your ads and make them appear super weird and make no sense anymore, even a lot of times. So you really don't want to turn on their AI features. Sometimes it will tell you to turn up your budget, which is also rarely what you should do, because turning up your budget is actually one of the main ways to assuredly decrease your profitability at a certain point. But increasing your budget is not something you should do until you've already achieved your profitability goals. So that is also not good advice, and they'll just give you a lot of very generic advice. You're really just talking to people who only have training from Meta themselves, and are not trained by running their own ads. So you really can't trust them. What you can contact them for though is like getting your ad account back, or if there is an ad that is appearing super weird on your feed, even though you turned off all the features, absolutely reach out to them for that. Any kind of technical issues, I will say in support of them that their support has gotten a lot better over the years, because I think a lot of the people there are more veteran at this point. And you can use the Meta AI Business Assistant feature to get a hold of them a lot easier than you could in the past. But technical issues is all you should be contacting them for. You should not be asking them how to scale a campaign. They're just going to tell you to raise your budget, do some different creatives, maybe try carousel ads, turn on all their new beta features, and essentially let the AI wreck your ads and turn them into very weird looking, very weird sounding ads, just because they want you to experiment with their features so that their features can learn and get better faster by your trial and error. So that is why you don't want to contact a Meta Marketing Pro, especially when you're brand new, because you won't know how to discern what is good information and what is bad information. So even if they give you 70% great information, you won't know when to not listen to them. So that is why I absolutely urge you to not contact them when you're new for advice. Where can you get advice? Well, I am offering free calls for everyone that just needs a little bit of guidance. I do have professional services to sell you in case you want extra help, but I do legitimately offer the first call for free. So if you want to book that, socialbamboo.com/30, you can book a free call with me and we will talk about your ad situation, see if I can help you further. Otherwise, I will give you as best advice as I can on that free call. So thanks for watching today. Subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next one.